Hey guys, Crusty old crow back. Hey, hang on a second. This is Ryan. Hang on, I gotta be the crow. There we go. Now I feel more like my crow self. Hey, we're doing a bit of a tactical perspective toy review today. We're doing a subscriber special. I wanna do something a little different with this review today because it warrants some discussion, and it's all about perspectives, and it's about your guys' perspectives just as much as about mine. And the royal we, right? We, the Joe fans, we, the collectors, we, the generation that was there when it started in '82. I mean, it started before that, but it started in '82. Trust me, old day is back, yeah. But now we have this classified line, so yeah, I'm gonna talk about Jody Shooter. What's her last name again? Craig, that's right. Jody Shooter Craig. I'm gonna pause the DMX because it's just a distraction, but I'm gonna give it to you here. There, well, that just flowed out well. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the full review, what I think of this figure, and you know, yeah, because it did come with my snow job the other day, and earlier today you've seen a snow job review, and then I put up in there. I also had my Lifeline presentation. Lifeline Cross was my RDC Canadian medic, and I gave you guys the whole spiel on the Lifeline and why it wasn't pandering. It was a parallel. It was, you know, you could have more than one Lifeline. And I got some really positive feedback and response, and I think I triggered some people with a little bit of like, yeah, and then what do you think of this concept? And I am so happy to do that, guys. So this figure review, if you're here for that, just bear with us. If you're new to the channel, you know the crow, he do go on sometime. But it's all good. Like, it's all about Joe, and it's all about you guys, or it's all about something relevant, right? So bear with me. I thank you guys. I have 280 plus subscribers right now, and that's amazing. That's a big push for a channel like this over the last couple of weeks, and I know it's a response to me going over conversions and showing you guys kind of what's up in the old noggin and what I can put in front of you, but I know you abide by the personality you see in front of you, and I thank you so much. So one of the things I've been asking for all this time, guys, was, you know, utilize that email. Hit me up on Messenger, hit me on Insta, talk to me about it all, right? Like, if you've got a different perspective on Joe, if you've got a unique take on a character, if you're writing lore, if you're playing games, if you're just working on conversions like I am, and starting off like I did, right? Like going, okay, where do you start with this? Hit me up, bro. Sis, if I got a lady up there now, but I don't think I do. My analytics say no. But absolutely. So I want to share with you quickly a quick shout out to these guys who have participated, and I mean, I'm going to keep it pretty vague because you know, like, this was a conversation I've had with people, and they've exchanged stuff with me. And I will always ask you, when you do send me this stuff, do I have your permission to share everything about it, or are there things you want to hold back? I understand the theory of why people withhold certain things they discover because they want to keep that precious secret to themselves. But you know, and I'm not that guy. I share everything I find out eventually. Trust me. So you need to tell me if there's something you wanted to hold back, and I'll think to ask from time to time, but try to make sure you tell me these are okay to share on your show. I can show this, and you can tell the guys all about it, right? And it's all good. So in the interest of this, I just gonna name a few guys in the subscriber base that have contributed to me through their content or through the way they supported this channel completely, and then I'm gonna move on after I talk about the 350 contest really quick. But guys, it's always been about Joe, right? It was a line I came back to, and this channel grew slow while your old man kind of ranted about everything here. And now I'm kind of dialing it back to the specifics. So these guys are the guys that help me keep in line with what the feel is out there with you guys on what you're responding to. So the comments, I read them. I'm sorry if I'm slow to respond, but they are read. Okay, so Crimson Vader 007. Like I said, I think came and went for a little while there, but he's been an active participant in this channel, and he sent me some pics over the last few days of what he works on and whatnot. And I just want to show you, just like, hey man, I have my perspective, my vision. Here's another guy, and it's great, man. Like, and if that is getting you guys kind of juiced up for doing conversions, then here's some more juice. All right, so Crimson Vader started showing me his kit bash, essentially, with a bit of customization and selection for his, I think the character's name was Sabretooth, and he was the ninja for Tiger Force. And he did this up with Snake Eyes, earlier version, I believe, and Tiger Force Flint, right? So he shared that with me, and then he shared with me, I'm pretty sure this was still Vader. 90, yeah, it is. It's still Vader. More mashups. So you got a Han Solo jacket going on here. I think it's a part mashup with a Han Solo figure and a Snake Eyes concept. I'd have to read it again. Sorry, buddy. I was having a busy day, but these are inspiring as hell. And then just different takes on Flint, right? Like go back. Do it to respect it, Scott, right? So we have the Tiger Force Flint without campaign. You know, if you just couldn't stand that campaign, there's a way to get rid of it. Punk with Toys did one way, and you know, the head swap is another. But there you go. And then maybe it does look a lot better on the Black Flint. This was a fantastic point that Vader expressed to us. So, hey guys, look at your shelf. Now look here. Now look at your shelf. Now look here. Now look at yourself. Apologize to your shelf. Now look here. Go. Okay. And then, yeah, you got the 3D prints that he shared with me. The Buzzbore, I guess, if I remember, that was what that was called. Buzzbore. Pretty sure. Cool. I'm not a big fan of when the vehicles kind of strayed from a military or formation branch relatable vehicle to the let's just make wicked toys kind of stuff, but I can get behind a Buzzbore a little bit as a unique item to have in my collection. It just wouldn't be my priority, but it goes with what I was saying about those really small, no vehicle driver attached kits that Hasbro could be releasing in that low price point that's like along the lines of the deluxe sets. So for you guys in the States, what is that, 36 to 44? Somewhere in there. For us, it's like 50 to 70, right? You could do a Buzzbore like that, or perhaps this. I'm not even sure what that one is, but it's got some 2-passenger carry to it. It's achievable. Did you scratch build this, I wonder, or was this 3D printed? I hope you didn't tell me that in the narrative and I just forget right now. You're dealing with a 50-year-old with ADHD who has a lot on his mind, so sometimes I do forget things you do tell me, guys, and I'll apologize if I ever do that to you. But that was another one I've been saying for a long time. I could see this sneak up on us. And remember that Hasbro, I think it's February 29th, they're doing another live stream, February 29th-ish, another live stream where they're going to talk about new releases and things like this, right? So, oh, here we come, guys. Here we come. Here comes the complaints about the stream of options we have. Another guy who contributed, Skull Frog. You're it there, my buddy, my jumper. All right, sore knees and all. He managed to put together his photos, just little tidbit of what I feel is an amazing looking collection of what he customizes. And again, guys, I should have written notes. I was just more concerned I got the pictures and the names attached to them, really. But pretty sure there's some Gridiron studios at play, which just makes me really want to check out some Gridiron and just, you know, have a couple. I'm going to order a set. I'm gonna do an order with them probably before the spring is done. I'm just trying to pick which one. I'm looking at that Frostbite one going, yeah, you do want to do winter stuff. And, you know, there's select pieces that are just so hard to fabricate yourself or to find a 3D print design for that you know, are the finesse piece of resistance, or the feature of a character. For Snow Job, to me, it's that hood assembly, things like that, that, you know, you need pieces like that. And it's guys like Red Iron, and I know they nail it, right? So, yeah, so Roman, you sent me these photos here, and there's that kite sight, guys. I've been talking about a kite sight. More or less, I believe that's meant to be a kite sight. I think it's a kite sight. I would have to talk to the guys about it. But yeah, it's for laser use. It's for designating and for infrared lasers and spotting targets and indicating targets and things like that. It's a very advanced piece of tech. It's not just max zoom and magnification. It's not about that as much. So it allows him to see where lasers are pointing and going that aren't visible by the human eye, right? We're not talking about the red dot laser here with the beam. We're talking about invisible laser designation. So that's really cool. I'd be interested in finding that. But he's also got, you know, the Tilly hat on there. He's rigged here for patrol. He doesn't have that big honking scarf. I love that scarf. But, you know, for spring, summer, fall, I'm not wearing that scarf on a foot patrol. Doesn't matter if there's a strong breeze or a rain coming or not. I'm going to sweat my balls off already with the gear I'm lugging. I don't need that thing choking off my airflow down my shirt. Trust me. So, yeah, he's got that. He's got the, like I said, he's got the Tilly hat. And it's all banged up, too. Look at that. And it's got the radio. Right. So again, yeah, thanks very much, Skullfrog. And then he's got his steel core helmets and aftermarket bikes and quads set aside, and he's got that nice woodland background in the photos he's done, right? Like he took the moment and said, yeah, I'll get him at the right angle. And I appreciate that, man. That really sets the tone of what your shelf must look like. And I believe that must be a Valor verse in on there. Hey, Skullfrog. What's your secrets, laddie? But yeah, I am going to England. I have got to try and track down a Valor verse or two. But also what I'm trying to find is, because I only have so much luggage space, guys. I'm only going for 3 days to England, and then I'm moving on to another place and coming home. So I'm only gone for about a week, and I only have so much luggage space. So a couple of figures I'm going to try and bring back for the collection, but as far as prizes goes, no, do not expect me to make a Valorverse fig prize unless something miraculous happens and I can hoop it. No. I'm just saying, do not think that that's going to be the expectation for a prize pool. But if I can find those weapon packs that the Valorverse has, those could very well end up being added to that prize by the time I get back, because I do think I could pack more than a few of those, and that's really what I want to do. I'm not interested in collecting Valorverse. I just want a representation, and there's other things that are more Joe related, and I mean, I know that's tongue-in-cheek, than Valorverse and Bobby Valor's products, when I'm trying to support my Joe Love and your Joe Love, okay? So weapons packs, maybe if I can find them, could go in a prize pool. And if it's the 350 or the 500, we'll find out later. We'll see what I can do, okay? No promises made, just best intentions, right, guys? So thank you very much, Skullfrog, for sharing all of that. Bobby Wold. I thought it was Bobby World, but I think it's Bobby Wold. He was sharing me, the Viper and air support conversion. This is a Max Steel flyer that he came across. And look at the scale to that thing next to that Cobra Trooper. And tell me Bobby didn't score huge on that one, man. Like, that's beautiful. And you want to see what he does with it? There. Yeah. There you go. All right, so there's an old favorite brought to fruition. And look at that landscape. Look at that runway and that detail. The flight pods off to the side, and you can see it looks like he's got himself a Rattler under work here. He's sanding one down, or he's working it. So Bobby, I can see your creative juices are probably 40 proof or better, because they are strong, bro. Wicked stuff right there. Okay, and then just guys who supported this channel, and I just want to quickly say thank you very much, either through supportive comments and cheering me on, letting me know that, yeah, Crow, you do have some people that want you to go live. So guys like Shane Brayla, thank you very much. Demacism, always been there, man. He pops in and out. There's videos of mine that I don't think he has any interest in. And then when he does have an interest and he's got something to say, what he say, words he have make good for comments, stronger video, right? Guys, I'm very articulate, but sometimes I can get a really limited vocabulary. My vocabulary has been described as with limits. Okay, Daredevil Dave. Here's another one, right? Daredevil Dave. There you go, buddy. That was for you today. Daredevil Dave has been very supportive as this channel's been building up. So much he's adding subscribers to me in the comments. They just keep me motivated, and I appreciate that, Dave. Thanks very much. Gasland Mechanics is another guy who's sharing with me on Facebook, or not on Facebook, pardon me, on email, just concepts that he has in his brain about the characters he has for his Joe universe, right? The guys like you, I know, understand when I'm describing my Black Hood Cobra Commander and the end state where he puts the final hammer down on things. You guys have similar visions, maybe not as dark, maybe twice as dark. But you share these concepts with me, and Gasland's Mechanic shared with me a concept of a duo, Mayhem and Mischief and Mayhem, I believe it was. And I was like, yes. And pardon me if I got that name wrong. I'll you make sure to correct it in the comments, because I'm not going to call up emails and start reading now. I got to move on to this really quick figure review. Okay, because that's why some people are here. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, I didn't finish. I got there was a couple little ones, and I'm going to give them the shouts they deserve right now. So I just wanted to thank Daredevil Dave, Shane Bryla, Gasland's Mechanics, and Demacism for all their verbal support and their intellectual support that they keep lending. But let's close it out by, and it's not going to be a surprise, some of the other guys I'm thanking, like Loki Wartooth, who has basically given me the keys to unlock my imagination a little bit more in a very achievable way by easing me in to the 2000s as far as how online orders work, how friendly customer service can work when you are two people trying to accomplish a goal, right? And Loki's got a goal he's trying to accomplish, and I'm trying to support that goal because it's a strong, powerful goal, and I want him to do so well with it, right? He is supporting mine by showing me, this is what I have access to. This is what I think works for you. What do you think of this? I've already printed these. Do you want these? He is trying so hard to support this channel and other channels that we are friends with in his way. And guys, if you're on the fence about ever getting 3D parts, start with Loki. All right, and me and him, we bounce ideas off each other all the time, and he's gonna help me get that on the go, right? And Kobold's Corner, last shout out, okay, besides the big obvious one. Kobold's Corner, big shout out to them here in Ottawa, Stittsville, Ontario, on Hazeldean there. I go there now just to peek in and see what unique figures they have that they've pulled out of some antiquities or whatever, that I can do conversions with on that 6-inch scale. And they always kind of, every now and then, they surprise me with something that's not only affordable, but it's interesting and new, and it works, right? So, and I've enjoyed conversations with them, and they're starting to know that when it comes to the Joe stuff, if they got it, I'm probably after it. All right, so the Night Force Jody shooter. I'm going to talk about Aaron right after I mention this. Like, share, subscribe. I have a 350 contest. You have to go back and find the photo where I'm holding this up in my video. Go in that video, follow the rules, enter to win a whole bunch of little stuff, a brand new fig, and a custom conversion. And it'll be based off what I can get here, obtainable off the shelf in the wild of Ottawa. And Aaron, the toy enhancer, the last guy I wanted to thank very much, because he's just not only inspiring, but these guys are also motivating. That's going to happen there. Okay, so that's going to be the subscriber video. I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to do the Night Force video right after this for Jody's shooter, because we're almost at 20 minutes, and I don't want that to be blended in with the other. So quick subscribers, share video, Night Force shooter coming up right up.